10, Washington. Play action. Barat drop by Andy Harmon. Harmon with 2.5 sacks on the season.
Harmon right down in here. He's just going to fight right over Trey Johnson. He gets underneath Trey's arm and just is able to get down there and make the sack. But this, once again, we talk about a line that has been nicked up. He's got a growing problem. He's not 100%. And he's working on a guy that's not 100% either, in Trey Johnson.
Johnson, an injured ankle, missed a couple of weeks. 2nd and 16, back to the ground. Allen out across the 10 to the 13.
Boy,
So it'll bring up 3rd and long for the Redskins.
I tell you what, they came back to that old counter play. You know, we talk about the counter Trey. They've gotten away from that, talking to Jim Hannafin, the offensive line coach, but they're in trouble now, and they went back to something that's been good for them over the years. The thing I've noticed too, Tom, is this crowd is now in this game. Okay, and that is a big factor here in Philadelphia, because this stadium, these people, they can get loud.
See what the Redskins have done on 3rd downs this season. It's a 3rd and 9 facing Farad. With time, throws far side through the hands of the intended receiver, Henry Ellard. It looked like a catchable ball.
Yeah, it did look like a ball, but you know, that thing is way up in the air for a long time. I mean, Henry Ellard is running a 22-yard comeback. I'm surprised if Farad even had time to throw that ball.
Matt TURK on the punt. Kelvin Martin stands back at his own 41-yard line. Washington offensively without a 1st down, yet it's a 10-10 game. Returnable punt. Martin from his 32. And again, terrific coverage by the Redskins. Ryan Mitchell. Well, he's there again. If not returning a punt, returning a kick, he's making a tackle.
The more you can do.
54-yard boot by TURK, and we remind you that next week it's exciting NFL doubleheader action when the San Francisco 49ers take on the Colts and the Redskins battle the Arizona Cardinals, plus other regional action. It all begins at noon Eastern, 9 Pacific. Check local listings for the game and time in your area. We will be in Arizona again for the Redskins.
Sweating.
That's all right this time of year. So Philadelphia will put it in play from its own 29-yard line. Short drop. Pete really was looking for Fred McCrary, but he was covered well by Carter.
Yeah, that's good discipline by Carter that time. You see, when they put 3 wide receivers all to one side, they're trying to use that as a disguise to pick people and really get the ball just to one man. That time, Tom Carter, he's not fooled by it and makes a pretty good play.
Well, we understand that Charlie Garner has gone back into the Philadelphia locker room with an upset stomach. Rodney Peete has hit on 7 of 10 for 59 yards. But able to hang on, Fred Barnett, and it appears good enough for a Philadelphia 1st down out to the 40.
See, Barnett's fired up now. He took a lot of heat last week for maybe alligator arming one ball down there in New Orleans. And that's one thing about this offense. You see Jerry Rice, you see Taylor, they go inside and they take the hits. When they make the big plays, they're able to get the ball to them and get them running, like Barnett was almost able to do that time. But the downside of it, you will get your bell rung a couple times.
Stevens did the ringing on that play. Final play of the 1st quarter. Waters wrestled down by Darrell Green and then finished off by Keith Taylor. So 10-10 our score, and that is the end of the 1st quarter here at Veterans Stadium in Philadelphia. Quarter number 2 when we come back. On Pitts back at Veterans Stadium in Philadelphia. Good first quarter. A lot of excitement. Big plays. Garner a 55-yard touchdown, and Mitchell the punt return.
Yeah, I'm thinking about Garner now. He goes in with an upset stomach. Maybe the first return, he had his fun, so he said, I'll see you later. I'm out of here.
Well, the Philadelphia offense trying to, really finish off a drive. They had the long run by Garner, appeared to move the ball well on the next possession, then a turnover on a fumble by Rodney Peete. But now starting from their own 45, Peete, great protection, and it's incomplete.
Yeah, Peete wants to go downtown now on the fake reverse. He's trying to go right down the middle of the field, 89 Calvin Williams. But Tom Carter, he got that hamstring in motion, and he's running on that back shoulder. Smart decision by Peete. If he tries to throw that ball, something bad's going to happen.
So it'll bring up a 3rd and 4 for the Eagles. 10-10 game just underway in the second quarter. Peete, short drop, far side. Ball comes loose. Did he have possession? Well, no signal yet, and now they're saying it's Washington football. Martin had it, and Daryl Morrison able to come down on top of it.
Tell you what, boy, this is like deja vu. I'm thinking now of the San Diego game where Seau picks the ball up and scores. Martin's just going to run out to the flat. Peete gets the ball to him. He's got a chance to go for the first down, and there's a strip right there. Carter came along as he was trying to tuck the ball and turn upfield.
So another Philadelphia turnover. When we come back, it'll be Redskin football. Historic Liberty Bell, located in the Old City section here in Philadelphia. A 10-10 game, the Redskins and the Eagles. Philadelphia's turned it over for a second time. Washington ball near midfield. To the ground, Terry Allen tripped up by Kurt Gouveia, the former Redskin, and a pretty good gain there by Terry Allen.
Here's a turnover play ago. Now, Martin's going to get the ball turned up. Let's see if he has control of it. He does demonstrate possession. Good strip there by Carter, and that ball's fall on it right there with Morrison. That's a good strip, though. They work on that in practice all the time. And not just making the tackle, but trying to get a strip on the ball and the tackle at the same time.
Gain of 4 by Allen, 2nd and 6. Allen again, his longest carry of the day to the Philadelphia 40 and a Washington first down. Right now, let's go to Hollywood for a McDonald's game break. And JB.
Tom and Ron, good run by Terry Allen. Take a look at Troy Aikman, sees the blitz and man coverage, finds Jay Novacek for the score, and it's 7-3 Dallas in the second. Let's take you back to Tom and Ron.
Well, Norv Turner and his Redskins beat the Dallas Cowboys last week at RFK when Troy Aikman was injured. But Aikman obviously back in there today. Washington, its first down of the game. Farad to throw. Looking for Henry Ellard. And it's incomplete.
Well, they take a gamble that time, and it pays off. Zordich, the strong safety, he comes in on the blitz as we see Ellard there complaining about the interference. But all that does, even though Zordich doesn't get to the quarterback, it speeds up everything 1 count. So maybe Gus throws that ball a second before he should have. Maybe he throws it a touch high. The blitz doesn't always have to get there and make a sack. Just its presence can create enough confusion.
2nd and 10. Was it intercepted? Yes. Picked off by Greg Jackson. And now they're saying it was not an interception. Very late call on the far side of the field. And Washington will get it back. Let's see what the officials will elect to do here. They're going to get together down at the 30-yard line. Very late call.
The pass was ruled incomplete. The pass hit the ground.
Well, let's take a look at it. The ball's going to come out of there on the tip. Galbraith just gets a hand up. Boy, I don't know. I don't know.
Now they're saying it hit the ground. So it'll be 3rd and 10 for the Redskins at the Philadelphia 40. Barat caught by Henry Ellard. And he'll go in for the touchdown. No penalty flags on the field. Gus Barat, his 8th touchdown pass this season. For Ellard, that's his 1st of the year.
Boy, you know, you can gamble with that blitz once too often. They send Zordich, the strong safety, again. He almost gets there. But almost means you might get burned as a corner. He's right up the middle there. See, he got picked off. But notice there's nobody in the middle of the field. So if this ball is caught on you as a corner, you've got big, big problems. That's just a great job of concentration and a good throw by Gus Barat.
Eddie Murray on to try and make it a 17-10 Washington lead. And he does. Well, here you have the Washington Redskins averaging 19 points a game. Philadelphia averaging 18. They've combined for 27. Back at Veterans Stadium in Philadelphia, 17-10 Redskins. Washington on the scoring drive, getting its first down offensively in the game. 40 yards. Farrat to Henry Ellard for the touchdown.
What goes through my mind now, I think we got to go back and take another look at that almost interception. The one that they called incomplete, because I'm not so sure that ball wasn't picked cleanly from the ground by Jackson.
Well, we'll take a look at that here in just a moment. A very short kick. Charlie Garner has come back onto the field, and he brings it out to the 27 before he's tackled by Robert Bailey. Well, let's go back. Let's take a look at that near interception.
Now, here we go. This is Jackson right there. We're going to slow it down and really see if he didn't have his hands underneath. Well, I don't know. I see ball hit the ground, and his arms are cradling on the outside. I think it's a good call. I think it's a good call. They made a good call on that one. If his hands are underneath, I think you got to give him the interception. But he's cradling, and I see ball touch the carpet.
1st and 10 from the Eagles at their own 27. Flag down on the field. And they give us to Charlie Garner, who brings it out across the 30 to the 33. But again, Jerry Markbright will tell us exactly what happened. Well, it goes against Philadelphia.
12 men on the field on the offense. 5-yard penalty.
You can't play with 12, Ron Pitts.
Well, you can play with 12. It's just illegal, that's all. Going back to the touchdown, remember, Zordich, he's right down there. He didn't get home on the blitz. Jackson runs in to his own man. He runs into Frazier, and this is what you pay the price for when you bring your strong safety. You lose a man inside. So if the corner doesn't make the tackle, you got big problems.
Well, they back him up 5. It'll be a 1st and 15. Philadelphia trailing Washington. 13:02 to play until halftime. 17-10. Batted ball incomplete. 2nd and 15.
Yeah, Gaines now, we talked about holding that ball. 3 seconds. Pete's got to get that thing out of there in this offense. He held and held and held. He was waiting for Barnett to clear inside.
Why is Rodney Peete better in this West Coast offense than Randall Cunningham?
I think coming from Detroit, a lot of half rollouts, a lot of quick passing game with that run and shoot is helping him here. Randall's more of a long arm action guy, a downtown guy. Rodney's used to thinking on quick terms like the run and shoot makes you think.
2nd and 15. They set up the screen, and Warner is unable to find the handle.
Now see here, this is where Ricky Waters has got to not get down. Okay? He's got to get himself back in the huddle, recompose himself, and say, okay, we missed that one, but I'm going to get the next one.
Well, Ricky Waters certainly didn't make any friends in Philadelphia's opening game when he short-armed a couple of passes over the middle from Randall Cunningham, later apologized to the fans. But this is not a city that it takes very long to make an enemy in. Waters stuffed by Ken Harvey. And the Eagles will have to punt it away with 12:46 to go in the second quarter.
Good play by Harvey, staying at home, 3rd and 15.